Good to have you with us. Major security failures have been detected at US airports. John Kerry has broken his leg, and Bruce Jenner tells the world, "Call me Caitlyn," as he appears on the front cover of Vanity Fair. Joining us now is our US correspondent, Sandy Hughes. Sandy, great to have you with us. So much to talk about. Let's talk about the TSA failures, first of all. These are truly spectacular.
They're monumental when you look at this and you think of all the multi-millions of dollars that have gone into training TSA agents to trying to increase security. This was an undercover operation that was undertaken by Homeland Security, and they sent their so-called red team, these are undercover agents, through various Transportation Safety Administration checkpoints. That's in American airports. Those are the checkpoints that you go through where you have to take your shoes off, put your luggage, through the metal detectors. And what they found was 95% of the time they were able to slip through with fake bombs, fake explosives, and banned weapons. They had about a 70 test parameter that they were testing all these different security measures. They failed 67 of those 70. It's really just outrageous when you think of, 13 years now they have been doing these sort of undercover operations. They've been adding money to try to retrain the TSA, and this is a monumental failure. Yeah,
the irony is if they tried to get a pair of scissors through, they would have been caught and tasered, but you try and get incendiary devices through, you're fine. What I'm surprised about with this, Sandy, is that they've gone public with it, because surely this is the green flag now to terrorists. Your chance of being caught is very low.
Well, Homeland Security... Actually, the head of Homeland Security was just outraged about this, and I think that has something to do with it. But the TSA responds, look, they know our vulnerability more than anyone else. They know how to sneak things through. And I suppose they're saying they know how better than terrorists. I'm not really sure that's true. But I think in this case... Yeah, transparency is good in this case.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about, talking of transparency, John Kerry is airlifted out because he breaks his leg on a bike. Is there any element of outrage in the United States about this?
No, I don't think there's an element of outrage as much as just surprise that all he did was hit a curb and somehow crashed so badly that it broke his femur. That's the longest and strongest bone in your body. He was wearing all sorts of safety equipment. He had his helmet on. He somehow nicked the curb, and that caused the bike to crash. He was, he was over in Switzerland taking part in these talks, these Iranian nuclear talks. So it's a pretty big deal, but they had to airlift him home to get him back here. I'm sure it's quite a painful break to break that part of your leg. Yeah,
but you would think that it could be treated over there, but maybe not. Maybe he's just too important. We have to airlift him out. Right, Caitlyn Jenner, 65 years old, and obviously Bruce has decided Caitlyn is the best female name in the world.
Have you seen the picture?
It's amazing. I mean, it is amazing.
It's amazing. A 65-year-old, I know they can do a lot with makeup and lights and all of this, but she really looks remarkable in that strapless white corset, which was purchased, by the way, this is a little inside information for you, Paul, from Trashy Lingerie here in L.A. If you ever look to buy one of those. But that's where it was purchased. But she was photographed over a 2-day span by the famed photographer Annie Lebowitz, and she actually compared the 2-day photo shoot to winning the gold medal in the Olympics. And what I thought was kind of an interesting quote that she said in the article is that she felt like, if I were on my deathbed and I hadn't done this, I would have thought to myself, you've wasted your whole life. You've lost the chance to be the true you. So I thought that was pretty touching. Yep, very.
Sandy, thank you so much. That was a great little tidbit too about the lingerie. Sandy Hughes, our US correspondent. We will catch you back again next week. I think one of the best documentaries I've ever seen in my life was a documentary on Annie Lebowitz. Have you?
No,
an amazing
I haven't seen
photographer. A photographer who's had amazing experiences, though, to be fair.
This is Paul Henry.